ก็ได้มา
Oh no! Good recovery, good recovery! I have a weird autoimmune disease that causes inflammation, and that inflammation gave me a stroke. The result of the stroke was initially I had my entire right side didn't work, but after a lot of PT and OT, the only things that were still sticking around was I was having word recall issues, I was having trouble with my depth perception, and I was having trouble with what I later learned to be initiation. So like I knew that I wanted to do a thing, but I didn't know how to do it. Like like when they had me try to sign paperwork at the hospital, I knew my name and I knew what it would have looked like written, and I couldn't figure out how to make my pen make that happen. So those are the three main things. I don't think any part of my recovery has been easy. But compared to, committing to going, I mean, whether you just do physical therapy once a week, which, by the way, physical therapy for an hour once a week is not going to help most of the time, right? You need it more often than that, right? You're already going to physical therapy here and occupational therapy there, whatever else. Yes, it was a big time commitment, but it was you get up every day and you come in and you do the work to try to improve. It wasn't any harder, I would say, than getting myself to 3 different specialists or whatever else was needed. It was less scary than I thought it was going to be. And in some ways it was easier than I thought it was going to be in that way. I did find the physical therapy challenging, and every now and then, one session, one spot, because they did 3 spots on me for each treatment, it would be uncomfortable. And when you're doing it day in, day out, you can start to get where maybe you're not coping as well as you usually would, where you're just kind of like, oh my God, I've been doing this every day. So I'm not saying it's a walk in the park, but it's certainly not as difficult as I think people think it is, or they believe it's painful or it's scary, or you have to come in multiple days. Like, out of the grand scheme of my life, the time it has saved me in all these other areas because I'm doing better was worth any time commitment I put into it, because I am saving time several times throughout the day because of the gains I've gotten. So it's like you're gonna refine that time wherever you need it. I would say whatever you went through to have to need a treatment like this, that you owe it to yourself to try any options that are available to you. And whether that's this or something else, if somebody gives you the opportunity to improve symptoms, I think that we owe it to ourselves. I mean, I joke with people all the time, if somebody's afraid of something, right? I don't look at it as like, oh, I've had a stroke, oh no, right? I could have a stroke again and I have to be careful. I don't think of it like that. I think of it as like, my own brain tried to kill me. What are you gonna do, right? How hard can it be? What could be scarier than something like that catastrophically happening and could have actually ended my life? I sit there going, what do you have to lose at this point, right? Like, if you have an option, whatever the option is in front of you that could improve your life, I think that we need to embrace that and embrace the ability to have that change or that improvement.